Types of complexes. Here, types of complexes which we are going to discuss is about coordination complexes. So we should understand what is coordination complexes. A coordination complex is the product of a Lewis acid-base reaction in which the neutral molecules or anions, what we call it as the ligands, will bond to a central metal atom by coordinate covalent bond. And coordinate complexes are incompletely ionizable in the aqueous solution, and these give a complexion which does not show complete ionization. So that is what we call it as coordination complexes, and here we have to learn about the different types of complexes. So the first one is cationic complexes. Here the name itself says cationic complexes. That means a complex in which the complex ion carries a net positive charge, which we call it as cationic complex. So here a cation is nothing but it is going to be the positively charged ion. For example, if we take hexaaminoplatinum chloride, that is a cationic complex which will contain the complex cation to be platinum NH3 6 2+. So this becomes the cationic part of the complex. And the second one is anionic complex. A negatively charged complex ion is what we call it as anionic complex. And anionic complex compounds are those which will have a negative charge on complex sphere. As we know, an anion is the negatively charged ion. So, an anionic complex can be stabilized by a hydrogen cation that will be becoming an acidic complex which will dissociate to release the cationic hydrogen. So, K4FeCH6 could be the example for an anionic complex. The third one is homoleptic complexes. Complexes in which the metal atom or ion is going to be linked to only one kind of donor atom. That is what we call it as homoleptic complexes. So here the complex will consist of a similar type of ligands. For example, CONH3 6 times 3+. And the fourth one is heteroleptic complexes. Here hetero, the name itself specifies that the complex in which the metal atom or the ion will be linked to more than one kind of donor atom. That is what we call it as heteroleptic complexes. Heteroleptic complexes will contain at least one different coordinating ligands. So, in heteroleptic complexes, more than one type of ligands are going to be present. These are all the examples of heteroleptic complex. And the next is inert complexes. Transition metal complexes which will undergo rapid substitution of one ligand for another are liable, whereas complexes in which substitution proceeds slowly or not, all are inert. So for an inert complex, it is a large activation energy which will prevent the ligand substitution. We have few more types of complexes, that is mononuclear complexes. In this, coordination sphere has single transition metal ion. Example K4FeCN6. Next one is polynuclear complexes, that is more than one transition metal ion is going to be present in it. The last one is neutral complexes. In this, coordination sphere is going to be neither a cation nor an anion. Then those complexes are called as neutral complexes. Example NiCO4. So there are different types of complexes, and hence it is important to know the coordination complex.